It is September 11, 2015. 14 years ago was an event that happened in the United States of America that would change everything in history. First of all, my heart goes out to everybody who's grieving, who has experienced loss or pain in any way, and to all those involved. For me, there's a different perspective in what's going on. And for those who are watching this video, are ready to hear to some degree what is being mentioned today. I believe everything happens for a reason. And I believe nothing shows up in our world unless it is for the highest good of all, for our individual soul's growth and the collective as a whole. Yes, many people transitioned that day. However, one, look at the beautiful souls, I believe, that chose to leave in such a somewhat heroic way to wake up humanity, to let them know that there's more to life. Look how many people came together to assist in New York and around the world. Look how it basically stopped the world in many ways. If you look at the devices that monitor the human consciousness energy field, and these satellites are, I don't know if it's a few hundred or a few thousand miles above Earth, they detected that something was happening even before the event itself, because on a subconscious level, humanity as a whole felt something was going to happen. Similar to the transition of Michael Jackson and Princess Diana and other global events. So yes, there are many grieving today. There are many experiencing loss and pain, and I feel for them, I truly do. There's also a part of me that is celebrating all the souls that chose to leave at that time and in the manner that they did, because they left to allow humanity as a whole to heal more, to grow more, to expand more. And instead of, and again, this is my perception and my belief, instead of believing what the media tells us, instead of believing it's terrorist or it's the government or whatever it is, it's not so important who started it, who created it, who ended it. It's not important who was involved. What's important is how we feel. If we feel angry, then we honor the anger. If we feel sad or grief or hopeless or depressed or whatever it is, it's best and it's most productive for our soul's growth and for our healing if we honor the emotions and then detach the story from it. So then we say, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling upset. And we find a way to express the emotions in a way that's comfortable and safe and, without harm or anything to anyone else or ourselves. So the way that I do this is I go to somebody and I say, I have some emotions of anger coming up. Will you hold safe space for me? And then they would say yes. So when you call safe space, what you're really doing is you're saying, I'm putting a bubble of energy around me to protect me. So no matter what I'm saying, it will not cause me or others harm. It will not come back to me in any form. And it will not create disharmony in the world. So in the safe space, you could say, I I'm saying safe space just to even say this. I effing hate the government. They did this, and this person did this, and this person did this, and they did this, and they didn't do this, and why the F should I do this? And God, you effing so and so, and whatever must come out, express it. It has to come out. Otherwise, it'll keep building and growing inside of you. And then once it's out, once you've expressed everything and you're searching for information, or you're just so dizzy or so just exhausted with emotions, then you say, okay, I'm going to return to peace now. Because a part of me knows that everyone is a child of God, or a child of the light, a child of love, a child of creation. Everybody's doing the best they can at the time. And because it showed up in this world, there's some part of me that knows this is happening in God's will. This is happening in the divine plan. We don't have to understand what the divine plan is. However, if you'd like to enjoy the journey more, it's important to allow it, accept it, forgive it. So if this message upset you, I'm sorry. And at the same time, in some ways, I'm also happy, because that energy, that emotion that's coming up inside of you, it's coming up to heal. It's coming up to be released. And when it's released at the core issue, it will never affect you or this planet ever again for the rest of eternity, or at least for the human experience. So my name is Joshua. Thank you for listening and watching this. I do invite your comments or your questions, especially those that are coming from the heart, even if they're with anger, even if they're with blame or judgment. I honor everything you're moving through, because I've moved through it myself, and I know what that feels like, and I know what that looks like in my own way. So until next time we connect, I send you so much compassionate, gentle love, especially as we honor all of the souls that played in that story, September 11, 2001.